In the 1992 film Basic Instinct, Sharon Stone's interrogation scene has been widely criticized for its explicit content and the perpetuation of harmful stereotypes about women in the media. Stone herself has expressed regret about how the scene was handled, acknowledging the impact it had on her career and personal life. Despite the scene's initial shock value, Stone now views it as a misstep that contributed to a broader conversation about gender representation in Hollywood. Reflecting on the lasting repercussions of that moment, she has openly discussed the ethical implications of such portrayals and the complexities of navigating challenging roles in the industry. Kate Winslet, renowned for her role as Rose in James Cameron's Titanic, has expressed discomfort and regret regarding the iconic nude drawing scene where her character poses for Jack, portrayed by Leonardo DiCaprio. The film, celebrated for its epic romance and tragic narrative surrounding the sinking of the RMS Titanic, brought Winslet international acclaim. However, the actress has spoken about the enduring awkwardness related to that particular scene, especially given its continued presence in popular culture and the frequent requests from fans to sign images of it. Winslet has reflected on how her youth and eagerness to take risks in roles influenced her decision to do the scene, and in later years, she has become more selective and protective over such choices. Burt Reynolds in Deliverance encountered scenes that were both physically demanding and emotionally taxing. The film, which explores themes of survival, morality, and violence, required Reynolds to navigate challenging stunts and to engage with a narrative that was both dark and controversial. Reynolds, who performed his own stunts, experienced physical injury during the filming and has reflected on the challenges and impacts of being part of such a complex and intense project. Natalie Portman, who began her acting career at a young age, has expressed regret over the sexualization of her character in Leon the Professional. In the film, Portman, who was only 12 years old during filming, portrayed Matilda, a young girl who forms a complex relationship with a hitman, played by Jean Reno. The film includes themes and scenes that sexualize Matilda, which Portman has reflected upon with discomfort and disapproval in later years, noting the inappropriate attention and fan letters she received following the film's release. Her experiences as a young actress have significantly shaped her career and advocacy in Hollywood, particularly regarding the protection and ethical treatment of child actors. In his tenure as the iconic James Bond, Roger Moore encountered scenes that he later reflected upon with regret, particularly in A View to a Kill. Despite the film's commercial success, Moore, who was in his late 50s during filming, expressed discomfort and regret regarding the romantic scenes with co-star Tanya Roberts, who was significantly younger. The age disparity and the portrayal of Bond as an enduring romantic lead, despite aging, became a point of self-consciousness and ethical questioning for Moore, highlighting the broader discussions about age, romance, and representation in Hollywood. Jim Carrey, known for his dynamic and versatile acting career, publicly expressed regret over the violence in Kick-Ass 2 following the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting. Carrey, who is an advocate for gun control, took to social media to voice his concerns, stating that he could not support the level of violence promoted by the film in the wake of such a tragic event. His stance sparked discussions about the portrayal and impact of violence in media, highlighting the ethical considerations actors might navigate in choosing and reflecting upon their roles. Megan Fox, who gained widespread recognition through the Transformers series, has spoken candidly about feeling objectified and uncomfortable with certain scenes under the direction of Michael Bay. Fox portrayed Michaela Baines, and her character was notably sexualized in several scenes, including a notable moment in Transformers where she is depicted leaning over a car in a suggestive manner. Fox has discussed feeling powerless and objectified during her early career, navigating the expectations and pressures of Hollywood. Her experiences have since influenced her career choices and perspectives on the industry, and she has become vocal about the importance of agency and respect for actors and filmmaking. Bruce Campbell, known for his role as Ash Williams in the Evil Dead series, has encountered physically demanding and grotesquely explicit scenes throughout the franchise. Campbell, while embracing his status as a cult horror icon, has spoken about the physical toll and intense demands of the Evil Dead films, which often required him to engage in grueling and uncomfortable scenes involving extensive prosthetics, practical effects, and physical exertion, underscoring the often unseen physical labor and challenges actors undergo in the horror genre. These demanding roles have left a lasting impact on Campbell, showcasing the dedication and commitment required to bring such intense characters to life on screen. Despite the regrets he may have about certain scenes, Campbell's performances have solidified his legacy as a horror icon. Salma Hayek, in her illustrious career, has encountered scenes that have left a lasting impact on her, particularly in Desperado and Frida. In Desperado, directed by Robert Rodriguez, Hayek had to perform a sex scene with Antonio Banderas, which she found profoundly distressing due to her Catholic upbringing and personal reservations about on-screen nudity. The actress has recounted how she was in tears and feeling immense pressure during the filming of the scene. In Frida, while portraying the iconic artist Frida Kahlo, Hayek had to film a scene with Geoffrey Rush that she found emotionally taxing and uncomfortable, revealing the complexities and challenges actors often navigate in their commitment to authentically portraying a character. Sharon Stone has become synonymous with the film Basic Instinct, directed by Paul Verhoeven, particularly for the infamous interrogation scene. Stone, portraying Catherine Trammell, is subjected to a highly sexualized and controversial scene where she uncrosses her legs during an interrogation, revealing she is not wearing underwear. Stone has expressed that she was misled about the explicitness of the shot and felt exploited by the filmmakers. This scene, while contributing to her rise to stardom, also brought forth discussions about consent and ethical practices on film sets, especially regarding scenes of a sexual nature. Dakota Johnson, known for her role as Anastasia Steele in the 50 Shades of Grey series, has discussed the challenges of filming explicit scenes. The films focused on Anastasia's erotic relationship with Christian Grey, played by Jamie Dornan. Johnson navigated intimate and sexually explicit scenes, highlighting the emotional and physical demands required in such roles. Despite not expressing direct regret, Johnson has opened up about the vulnerability and strength needed to perform explicit content. She has reflected on how these experiences have influenced her career and approach to future roles. During the filming of Apocalypse Now in 1979, Martin Sheen faced a challenging process. For the opening scene where his character spirals into a drunken mess, Sheen was genuinely intoxicated as it was shot on his birthday. The emotional and physical strain of the scene, along with the film's overall difficulties, greatly affected Sheen, showcasing the thin line between acting and reality and the emotional investment actors make in their roles. Uma Thurman, in Kill Bill, experienced a notably dangerous and regrettable scene involving a driving stunt that resulted in a crash and injury. Thurman has expressed that she felt pressured into performing the stunt, which has since become a significant point of discussion and controversy regarding safety, consent, and agency for actors on set, particularly in relation to director Quentin Tarantino and the production practices of Miramax. This incident shed light on the challenges actors face when navigating risky scenes and the importance of ensuring proper safety measures and consent in filmmaking environments. Nicole Kidman, in her role as Celeste Wright in the HBO series Big Little Lies, has opened up about the emotional toll that certain scenes took on her. The series, which explores themes of friendship, secrecy, and violence among a group of women in Monterey, California, required Kidman to navigate scenes of physical and sexual abuse. Kidman has spoken about the psychological impact of these scenes, revealing that the portrayal of such intense and traumatic experiences left her feeling devastated and requiring the support of her then-husband, Keith Urban, to navigate the emotional aftermath. Her experiences underscore the often unseen emotional labor actors invest in authentically portraying traumatic and painful experiences on screen. Halle Berry, an actress celebrated for her talent and versatility, has expressed regret regarding a topless scene in Swordfish, a film that intertwines elements of action and thriller genres. In the movie, Berry plays Ginger Knowles, a secretive and complex character who becomes entwined in a high-stakes heist. The scene in question involves Berry sunbathing topless, which, in retrospect, the actress felt was gratuitous and did not serve the narrative in a meaningful way. Berry has discussed how she was compensated with a higher salary to perform the scene, but has since reflected on whether the emotional and ethical cost was worthwhile. Her experiences have sparked discussions about the necessity and impact of nudity in film, particularly for female actresses, and how such scenes are often utilized without substantive narrative justification. George Reeves, widely recognized for his portrayal of Superman in the 1950s television series Adventures of Superman, faced challenges and regrets related to his iconic role. While not a movie, the series typecast Reeves, limiting his career and leading to frustrations and disappointments regarding his association with the character. Reeves found himself perpetually tethered to the superhero persona, which overshadowed his broader acting abilities and aspirations, illustrating the complexities and potential pitfalls of taking on such emblematic